Good evening, everybody. This is Stellated Odin coming back with another installment of my Star Trek Online ship series. At the beginning, I had a little bit of gameplay that I took recently of my U.S.S. Arcadia, which in today's film the focus will be the Fleet Battle Cruiser. This ship did kind of sneak up on me in terms of I had taken a few weeks off of playing Stowe, and when I came back I noticed this little gem in the fleet store in terms of possible ships to purchase. And I had asked around, I asked a couple fleet mates, I asked a couple friends that I play Stowe with, and either people weren't aware of the ship either, or a lot of them were just kind of blah about the ship, didn't really have an opinion one way or another. But like with most things in Star Trek Online, I figured what the heck, decided to pick up the ship, and I can tell you I have not been the least bit disappointed since then. Prior to the Fleet Battle Cruiser, the only real cruiser that I played heavily was the Odyssey Tactical Cruiser, and this one, in terms of survivability, stacks up right on par, in my opinion, with my setup, which I'll go over in a second. Where this ship really shines, though, in comparison to any other cruiser, is the maneuverability. It is a much smaller ship, and the developers took that, I guess, into consideration when they went over turn rate and whatnot with the Fleet Battle Cruiser. Now here's my setup. If you watched any of my other videos, you know I pick phasers mostly because just the lore. You know, it's Federation, it's a Starfleet vessel, so I'm just going to throw some phasers on there. As you can notice, it has 5 4-weapon slots, which is unusual, especially for a cruiser. Now, some people might say, is this good? I say for a cruiser, it doesn't really matter, because at any point during a fight, you're going to want to maximize your DPS, your damage. So you're going to want your side facing the enemy as often as possible, at least that angle at which your aft weapons are also reaching the target at the same time as your front weapons. So, you know, it could be helpful in the events that you have to turn, you have to get a better angle. At least in that case, you'll have 5 weapons available to, you know, launch upon your enemy. Another thing that set this one apart for me was the 4 tactical consoles. Very nice for any tactical officer who wants to decide to use a cruiser as his main ship. In terms of offensive power, it's very respectable. Like I said before, it is, I think, designed to be a tactical ship. The stations that you do have available are Lieutenant Commander Tactical, Ensign Tactical, Commander Engineering, Lieutenant Science, and then, very nice, a Lieutenant Universal Station, which actually, in my case, I'm using a Science Officer. And defensively, hull strength, with my setup in terms, I'll show you the Mako shields, or I'm sorry, the Mako deflector, the Mako impulse engines, the Elite Fleet Reinforced Warp Core, and then, of course, my favorite, the Adaptive Resilient Shield Array, in this case, Resilience B for Borg SDFs. I'm looking at about a little over 60,000 hull strength, and again, shield strength is about 10,500 each side, which, again, totally respectable in my opinion for a cruiser. My Odyssey, I actually took a look at the stats on that with the same equipment, and that one, my Odyssey only has about 1,000 more hull strength and about 500 more shield power in each direction. So again, very respectable, especially when you take into consideration the movement, the turn rate, the inertia, all very good for people that like to be able to get around, move around quickly. So this was my 2 cents, my opinion on the Fleet Battle Cruiser. As I said, it snuck up on me. For those that aren't aware of it, it is a very handy-dandy ship. It is something that will not let you down, whether it's a Borg STF, whether it's Dyson Sphere missions or anything else. It's a very, very good ship to have. Probably comes in second in terms of my favorites, only behind my Fleet Tactical Escort Retrofit. So that's today's video. If you enjoyed it, please like it. If you have any comments about my setup or anything else, absolutely leave them in the section below. If you feel like subscribing, I welcome it. If you have any suggestions about other ships that you would like to see Stellated Odin himself make a video of, please leave that in the comment section as well, and I'll try to get to it. I am by no means a stow expert, but I do have a lot of fun in this game, and I do get around, as it were, with the different vessels. So have at it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys later.